Hey everyone, CyberMatt here, and today I am reviewing the Season 11 opener for Doctor Who, The Woman Who Fell to Earth. So let's go ahead and get my opinion of this episode out of the way. I didn't like it. I didn't think it was very good. And, I know that season openers of Doctor Who usually are never that great, because a lot of times they do have to introduce a new doctor, and especially with this episode, where not only are you introduced in a new doctor, but a new companion and an overall new showrunner, so a new writing style on it. Usually the plot, the focus is more on the introducing the new doctor and companions than it is on the plot. So I can kind of understand that. All that being said, I didn't like the plot. I was bored. So before I get into why I didn't like the episode, we're gonna talk about the positives. Let's talk about the things I did like. So I've got a list here. So first up, Jodie Whittaker. What did I think of Jodie Whittaker? Well, I'm still gonna need some time on Jodie Whittaker. I'm gonna need to give her a few more episodes. It's clear that she is having a lot of fun in the role. She does bring a good amount of energy to the part, and I will say this: I never once thought she's not the Doctor. So that's something, I guess. As far as the companions, I like them so far. You've got Yaz, Ryan, and Graham. I still think that might be too many companions, but we'll see. I like the dynamic between Yaz and Ryan. And let's see. It's going to be interesting with Ryan and Graham. There's obviously going to be some sort of bonding that they do throughout their adventures together. Because Graham is his step granddad, and he's never really, I guess, liked him all that much. Let's see. Also, let's talk about the music. The music that we got was good. It was very understated. It was quite a difference from Murray Gold's music. It was very bombastic, very in your face about it. But the music that we did get here or there, was good. Let's see. The episode was well acted. All across the board. I like the actors in it. I thought, especially the actor that played Ryan Sinclair, he did a pretty good job. You can definitely see that in the opening of the episode. So I like him. And also the episode looked really, really nice. It had a very cinematic quality to it, which I liked. It was well shot, well directed. So that is another positive. And the special effects were fairly well done. Now, moving on to all my negatives. The number one thing I have on here, this episode was slow. Oh my gosh, it was so slow. I was checking the time constantly because the plot really was taking way too long to actually unfold, and there were a lot of things that I think could have been cut. There was no reason for this to have been an hour long. But I mean, this is the number one thing on my list. I wrote in big letters because I was really getting annoyed with how slow this episode was. And honestly, like, I really hope as the show continues, if that, we fill up that time with meaningful things, because there are a number of things in here that I did feel could be cut. Like the Eat My Salad Halloween guy. What was up with that? That was just weird and unnecessary. I guess it was supposed to be a comedic moment, but for me it was just like, okay. And oh god, the alien in this episode, the main villain. Well, before I get to that, let's talk about the plot, because in my mind the plot makes no sense. And I guess you can point to Doctor Who episodes in the past where the plot didn't really make a ton of sense, but it's just like it doesn't make any sense. So the plot in this is that an alien hunter comes to Earth, and his people have randomly chosen a human on Earth for a hunter to come in to find, capture, and bring back to their planet. And if he does that, he'll become leader or something like that. The weird thing about it, though, was that you know, they, like, Earth had to agree to this or something, where, you know, those symbols that Ryan saw at the beginning, the light symbols, was apparently when he touched it, he gave them permission to come to Earth, which is stupid, because they're just symbols. They're meaningless to anyone that would see them on Earth. So that makes no sense. Another thing is that, you know, the alien says that he has to do this without any help. Dude, you're an alien that can freeze people with his hand. I think that's all the help you need. So yeah, I thought that was dumb. And again, like when he takes off his helmet, and you know, I think this was supposed to be kind of like a scary moment, like, ooh, that's creepy, when they showed all, and I should have mentioned spoilers, obviously spoilers, but when he takes off his helmet and he's got all the teeth from his victims on his face, I'm just like, really? I almost busted out laughing because it looked so ridiculous. It wasn't scary for me. Wow. But yeah, and honestly, the writing felt a bit off to me, and maybe it's just getting used to a new showrunner with Chris Chibnall, but you know, I've been so used to Stephen Moffat, which, you know, his episodes tend to be, the plots tend to be a bit more interesting and focused, and sometimes they do get out of hand. I agree with that, but you know, a few more, you know, quippy one-liners and things like that, and they did try to make some jokes in here, but it never really worked for me. There were a couple times I laughed at the beginning when, you know, I think when the doctor was saying, I was like, well, I'm an alien on a train in Sheffield. And so I was like, okay, that's kind of funny. But some of the other things, like, I just didn't think were that funny. But yeah, the writing did feel a little off to me. Like, it could have been a little bit better. But yeah, overall, I didn't care for the episode. I felt it was way too slow. And I didn't care all that much for the writing, but that could change for the next few episodes. And you know, I will say the cliffhanger ending, I didn't really expect that, but you know, I kind of wonder if that is Chris Chibnall, him kind of paying homage to the classic series where each story ended on kind of a cliffhanger that led into the next story. And they've done that on the new series a little bit here or there, but I wonder if they're going to try to do that every episode. That might be kind of neat. But yeah, not a huge fan of this episode. I really hope that we get some more interesting plots over the course of the series. But definitely let me know what everyone thought about The Woman Who Fell to Earth down in the comments below. And as always, like the video, share it, and subscribe. Till next time.